Welcome back to Inspire Great Health. Today we're going to be talking about breastfeeding resources and Nourish and Nurture, a fun event coming up in May. So I'll have you both introduce yourselves and then we'll get into it.
Hi, thank you for having us today. My name is Dr. Jody Cousins. I'm a family medicine physician and also an international board certified lactation consultant, and I work at the University of Wyoming Family Medicine Residency Program.
I am Lori, one of the lactation nurses at Cheyenne Regional and also an international board certified lactation consultant.
Wonderful. So tell me a little bit more about what you guys do. What is a lactation consultant?
Ooh, we get to have so much fun. We get to help moms and dads learn how to feed their babies and help babies learn how to eat, which can be more challenging than you would think a lot of times. So we get to help them navigate, roughness and easy things and learn to enjoy their baby on the journey.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
And I think part of that too is helping moms feel confident in what their bodies are able to do. And also as a physician, I get to answer lots of questions around medications and mom's milk and breastfeeding. And I do a fair amount of tongue tie releases. So yeah, so it's really a unique opportunity for doctors and nurses to work together and also to help a really vulnerable population.
Yeah. Who would have thought so much work goes into breastfeeding? But that's fascinating.
Well, it's a very interesting thing because we talk about this a lot. Natural doesn't always mean easy, and there is a learning process that goes with breastfeeding, and that's a fascinating part of it. And people sometimes don't remember that or realize that you do have to learn something, because we talk about it a lot, that sucking is reflex on babies, but latching is learned.
So why is breastfeeding so important for babies?
Oh, how long do we have?
Yeah. I can start. Human milk is tailor-made to feed human babies. So we would never think about another species of animal feeding a different kind of milk. And so it's really important to remember that babies are born to drink their mother's milk. There's antibodies that protect against infection in the milk. There's bacteria for fighting properties of milk. It's the perfect fluid for babies to grow, because remember, they double their birth weight within the first 4 months. And we like to see those chubby babies who are breastfed as well. But there's also tremendous benefits that are not necessarily nutrition related that oftentimes we don't think about. And so the term that we use is bonding, infant and maternal bonding. There's building confidence in mom. There's a decreased risk of postpartum depression with breastfeeding. There's also things like decreased risk of, honestly, child mistreatment when babies are breastfed. And so we tend to think of it as exclusively food, but there's much more that goes into the benefits of breastfeeding.
And a lot of the focus is on benefits for babies sometimes, and we forget the benefits that there are for moms. There is a drastic reduction in breast cancer, ovarian cancer, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease in moms who breastfeed.
So it's good for everyone.
It's good for everybody.
And I think we have to be careful in saying, and I try never to say that breastfeeding is free, because there's a cost to everything.
Yes.
And so there's nothing about breastfeeding that is free, as many people would like to say. Yeah. So we're very careful when we, or I am very careful, and know that Lori is too, when we talk about there being no cost to it. In fact, there is a cost to it. Yeah, but we like to think that it's worth it.
What do you wish new parents knew about breastfeeding?
I think we touched on it. We touched on it partly, that breastfeeding is a learned process. Something that has happened over the last 50 to 60 years is we have lost a lot of our knowledge about breastfeeding because it's not as common in the cultural setting as it in the United States anyway. Dr. Cousins can talk about that in some other places, but in Western culture, we don't normalize breastfeeding. So people don't see their sister, their cousin, their neighbor, their best friend breastfeeding and learning that journey. So there's a lot of knowledge that's been lost that we are recapturing and learning back in. So people think natural, but like we talked earlier, natural doesn't always mean easy, because there's still things to learn. One of the examples I like to use for parents is watching babies learn how to walk. It's a very natural process, but that doesn't mean we don't pad the corners of the furniture, hold their hands, cheer them on, help them learn the skills, and nobody gets upset when they fall. And so the same thing for breastfeeding. When we run into trouble spots, we don't get upset about it. We work it through with our parents, giving them the support they need to meet their goals in their journeys, and let the things go as they do.
That's beautiful.
I always want parents to know that it takes about 6 weeks for the ease of feeding milk replacement to equal, or the ease of breastfeeding to equal that of feeding milk, or artificial milk or formula. And so it takes about 6 weeks to learn how to do this thing. And so it's not something that for most first-time moms and families is easy or natural. And I think, that's the thing that makes humans so unique among other mammals, is that we have the ability to ask for help. And I go to Africa a fair amount and do some medical mission work there, and go to a hospital where, in a rural area where mothers breastfeed because that's the option. The water isn't safe to drink, and milk replacement is not readily available. And so that's interesting in seeing how moms do ask for help, and they ask for help from each other, and they see their mothers, they see their sisters, they see their cousins feeding their babies. And so it is much more visible. And in fact, in places where the background breastfeeding rate is very high, that's where the current breastfeeding rate is really high. And so this event that we're planning, we want people to see each other breastfeeding, because I think it's much more common than I think most women realize. And those struggles are very, very real. It's just we have the ability to ask for help.
So let's talk about this event.
Yeah.
It's Nourish and Nurture. When does it take place?
So it's May 8th, and it's from 3 to 5 p.m. in the C&D auditorium at the hospital. So it's just off of the cafeteria in the hospital. And we're going to celebrate moms who have donated, as well as their babies, and mothers who have used milk from our local milk bank.
So we're planning this event on Friday, May 8th from 3 to 5 p.m. So please come join us. It's the Friday before Mother's Day. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have some nice snacks, and there's quite a few of us that have gathered some of our own breastfeeding journey photos for some things, and I've got one of my mom, you've got one of your mom, and we really want to celebrate the culture of breastfeeding and encouraging moms on that journey. And so like Dr. Cousins says, we have a lot of moms who donate in Cheyenne, who have extra milk and who would like to donate. So we want to celebrate those people. Last year in 2025, through the milk bank at the hospital, we had over 99 gallons of milk donated. Human milk, okay? So most babies take about a quart of milk a day. So when they're big and grown. Tiny micro preemies who get most of that donated milk need about 1 to 2 ounces a day to grow. So you can imagine how far 99 gallons will go. And so we want to honor some of those moms too. So they'll be invited, and we're going to celebrate them. And then hopefully we'll have enough babies who are hungry or who would like a snack, and we can do a big latch on and let everybody celebrate having an afternoon snack together.
Yes. So, who doesn't love an afternoon
This
snack?
is not exclusive to moms that are nursing or babies who are nursing. This is families. This is people who want to celebrate mothers and women in our community who have given such an amazing gift, either to their baby or to another baby. The magic of human milk cannot be understated. And so to be able to donate that, whether they had extra or the variety of circumstances that surround the donation of human milk, is all across the spectrum. But we want women and families and babies to come so we can celebrate them.
I'm glad you touched on that human milk. So it's not just the mothers of the babies. They can drink another mother's milk and still get the same benefits as their own mother's milk if their mother is having trouble breastfeeding them.
So yes and no.
Okay.
Mostly yes.
Mostly yes. So like Dr. Cousins said, human milk is tailored for human babies. It's what it's made for, is for our humans. But every mom's milk is unique. And so the milk she creates for her baby depends on how old her baby is, what time of day it is, what immune system and what types of things that baby is interacting with on a day-to-day basis. What virus did they pop into contact with, so that mom's body knows to make those antibodies. So it's the overall nutrition and immunological benefits, yes, every baby can benefit from anybody's milk. And
in fact, the World Health
yes.
recommendation recommends in this order, mother's own milk,
Yep.
another mother's milk, and then milk replacement.
Yep.
So in fact,
It's exciting.
it is. It's very exciting. And one of the neatest things that I think, and I'm sure Lori does too, but as a doctor, that when a baby latches on to a mom, so if this is a nipple and this is baby sucking, there's a period of time where there's negative pressure that's generated, and mom's body actually takes up just a little bit of baby saliva when she nurses, and mom's body samples, for lack of a better term, that saliva, and can actually sense whether baby has a virus or a bacteria, and they can actually, mom's body actually makes the immune molecules for baby that baby will ingest. So it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
All the hormones that are in our milk, when we're making them, our body knows what time of the day it is, so it knows whether to give baby sleepy hormones or wake up hormones and helps them sleep.
Yeah, and there's nothing that replaces that. There's cholesterol in human milk, there's vitamins, nutrients.
There's even special things in milk that only feed the bacteria in a baby's gut to help them process food. Has nothing to do with the baby feeding the baby itself. It feeds the bacteria in the baby's intestines so that the baby can process their own milk as well as the foods that they start eating after about 6 months.
Wow, this is fascinating to me. You're blowing my mind right now.
This is not what most people know, and certainly those moms in Africa don't know that. But I feel like in some ways those babies have such an advantage because that's the choice.
Yeah.
See, I told you you'd need longer than 30 minutes.
So is there anything else you'd like to share about the event, or Dr. Cousins, I know you brought something kind of fun.
Yes, I did. So one of the things that many working moms do is pump breast milk for their babies while they are separated from their babies. And so I brought a antique breast pump, believe it or not. And so this would go on the breast, and then a mom would squeeze, and that negative pressure would express milk into this little cavity here. And so we tend to think of working moms and moms that pump, who oftentimes have a very close relationship with their breast pump, for better or worse, as being something relatively new. But in fact, breast pumps have been around for a long time. They just looked a little bit different.
So cool to see.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yes. But I'm glad that we have moved beyond this. And I don't think there's a pump out there that reproduces what a baby can do. Not yet. Babies are designed to take milk from mama's breast, but there are also things that get milk out. So I'm just glad that most moms don't have to use this anymore.
Yes.
But we're really, really excited to be able to do this. This is our first year, and we're hoping to make this a tradition in our community, to be able to just honor moms for the time that they spend with their babies and the emotional sacrifice, and thank you, the emotional sacrifice and energy and brain power and that it takes to be able to feed their baby. And I don't know about you, but as an IBCLC and as a physician, I think one of the most amazing things that we can do is, as moms become more confident in breastfeeding their babies, we just see their whole personality not change but come out. Like, this is my baby, and this is what we're going to do for my baby. And I don't know that that's unique to breastfeeding, but it's something that I have just loved throughout the 10 years that I've been doing this. I don't know, Lori, what do you think?
I think we get to see it more because we get this continual relationship with the families as they're learning on this breastfeeding journey. Because at the hospital, we do free outpatient support for moms and babies and families as long as they need it. Dr. Cousins sees people quite frequently for breastfeeding. I mean, you saw at least one for me this week on
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah,
She's
she's doing great.
And
She's doing great.
So, but watching these families blossom, like Dr. Cousins was saying, is just such a beautiful privilege to get to be part of. For watching people go from this tentative of this is what I want to do, but I don't have any idea how to do it, to I got this. Let me show you. And I told my cousin about how to do this. I helped my sister with it. Oh yeah, my sister told me that because she learned that from you guys last year. And that journey of watching it become more normal is really just an amazing thing to watch, and such a privilege for us to be part of.
Yeah. And I think the more our community is excited about nursing babies, and the more that we support women in nursing their babies, the healthier we will be, the healthier our culture will be. I mean, there's really, really good evidence that supports the fact that breastfed babies, less ear infections, even small drops of breast milk can make a big difference for babies. And so, you know, sometimes I hear moms say, well, I was able to breastfeed for 6 weeks, only 6 weeks. And my comment is, well, that's amazing. That's 6 weeks. Your baby got the creme de la creme for 6 weeks.
We have that conversation a lot too, because moms sometimes feel very sad when they can't meet those goals that they thought they wanted to, but something happened. They went back to work, they got ill, something happened in their milk, did something. They got pregnant with another baby, and their body said, whoo, excuse me, I can't do all the things. A lot of moms can breastfeed while pregnant. Some people can't. And so helping us all work through that journey too of, I didn't get to meet my goals, but helping change the storyline a little bit, like Dr. Cousins just said. It was just like, we celebrate every drop. And if babies are on 1/3 of human milk and 2/3 of their diet is artificial milk, we are going to celebrate what moms are able to do, because moms deserve to be celebrated.
Celebrate what they can do, not,
Absolutely.
harp on what they can't do.
Correct.
Oh, no, no,
Love
not
that.
at all.
No.
The first drops to the last drops are an incredible gift that mom can give her baby, and should be
Whether it's one day or 5 years.
Yep,
We're going to celebrate it.
people that nurse their baby for 4.5 years.
Yep.
That was fantastic. It was wonderful, and probably more normal than we realized.
It is. Around the world, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. But we are, Lori and I know Lori's at the hospital, I'm at the University of Wyoming residency program. I know that we're happy to talk to moms and families and work with women who maybe don't have the goal of exclusively breastfeeding, but maybe part-time breastfeeding, or maybe they do want to exclusively breastfeed. Or maybe I've had lots of families who maybe they make an appointment for themselves, but they bring their sister-in-law in with them and say, oh, Dr. Cousins might be able to help you with your baby while you're here, wink, wink, wink. And so, of course, we help anybody that wants. Yeah.
But it really is a privilege to be part of these families' journeys of learning how to feed their baby.
And really shaping these families in lots of different ways. It's wonderful.
And how can someone get in touch with you and use your services?
Oh, you can call the main line at the hospital, or you can call the lactation team directly at 307-633-7567. We'll ring to our pocket. We are there 7 days a week, and we will happily answer what questions we have or get people into an outpatient appointment totally free.
And at our clinic, it's the University of Wyoming Family Medicine Residency Program, and our phone number is 307-632-2434, and they can call and make an appointment with myself. And Lori and I often work together.
Okay.
If you forget it, just call the hospital. We'll get you in touch with people.
Someone will get you there.
Somebody will get you to us somewhere.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. But everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
And say you're not a person that's comfortable with latching your baby on at the hospital. That's fine. Come. Just come. Just come.
Thank you so much for joining me today and blowing my mind, as I said. This is all very fascinating for me. So I don't have children, and this is just, wow, this was wonderful to hear. All these things that mothers can do. Mothers truly are amazing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, thanks for having us.
Of course. And be sure to join us on May 8th from 3 to 5 at the main hospital in meeting room C and D for Nourish and Nurture. We hope to see you there, and you do not have to register. So you can just walk right in.